Hey everybody, welcome to Kimmel's Irish Pub. Time for another movie review. Tonight's movie, Last Breath. So hopefully I fix my mic issue. I think we're having no issues. Batteries die. You got to charge them every now and again. I watch too many movies and don't charge my stuff. Anyway, so a true story that follows seasoned deep sea divers as they battle the raging elements to rescue their crewmate trapped hundreds of feet below the ocean surface. Woody Harrelson's in it. So I heard it's pretty good, 6.9 on IMDb. 3,941 people rated it so far. So that's pretty solid, 6.9. Simu Liu is in it as well. I know him. Cliff Curtis is another name I recognize. But everybody else I don't necessarily recognize. But, sometimes we find people in there that we don't see on IMDb. Hour and 33 minutes long. I also thought it was longer. Good movie. Just came out. Today's Tuesday for me, so just came out today. It is a sea adventure drama thriller. So I'm excited to see, and obviously you are too. You're at least excited to hear what it's about and what I think about it. Maybe, I don't know. Stick around. That will happen. I'll be back. Hey everybody, we're at the credits of Last Breath, and a phenomenal movie for under an hour and 30 minutes. It was like an hour and 27. We'll start backwards because we're going through the credits right now. Anytime a story is based on a true story or something like that, I like for two things, right? One is what has happened since, the words on the screen, and then maybe some live or some, true pictures, real pictures of the people. And we got live footage, which was awesome, and we got the words. So, you get all that information that you look for, I think, anyway, after all of this. And one of the things that I did not mention when looking at this film, which I told everybody that I was going to get better at doing this, but who was the director and who were the writers? One, I want to say Finn Cole was our main actor. We know Woody Harrelson's in it, but Finn Cole was the main character, I think, in all of this. And so he was pretty good. I enjoyed him alike. And I liked all of the characters. And, I'm looking for the director. Let me just get that for you. Alex Parkinson. So I'm not sure what else he has done, but he was also one of the writers, along with Mitchell LaFortune or LaFortune or whatever. I don't know what else Alex has done. I'm going to go through that because here's why. I often like depth in my characters to create that emotional connection. Well, there was really no time spent on character development in this movie. A little bit for Finn's character, Chris, but other than that, there was nothing else. You felt connected to them, though. You did have an emotional tie for what little effort was put into developing that, honestly. And I think that's phenomenal. I mean, the movie itself is, it gets really quick into the action. So we have, this deep diving crew who goes 300 to 1,000 feet at the bottom to fix, pipes that lay across the bottom of the ocean, right? So people can stay warm in their homes, right? So two things. One, it's one of the most dangerous jobs in the world, and it makes sense, right? Because you're all the way down there. You can't see. You have very little oxygen, whatever. It's crazy, crazy. I would think they get paid a lot. Well, our character in this, who lives in Scotland, lives literally in a mobile home. It's like, how does he live in a mobile? Like, these kinds of guys, they should be living a little bit more wealthy if they're putting their lives on the line so that we can have heat. But that's not the case. I don't know how true or false that is. But anyway, these people do it. They're great at it. They, whatever. So we have these groups of people who are going out to fix this thing right off the coast of Scotland, I believe. They're going on these huge boats that drop them down in there. And these boats are in the water that goes like this. Like, wouldn't even want to be on the boat, let alone in a tin can, and then free diving to the bottom to fix something. But all of that's your meat of the movie. I mean, there's maybe 10 minutes in the front, 10 minutes in the back. The rest of it is them diving down to fix this thing. And as they say, something happens, so they have to have a rescue mission, and I'll leave that at that. So, like I said, that's all action. So you got the people who are down, like Woody Harrelson, and Finn are down trying to do that. Then you got the people up on the boat, which were some of the other actors I met. But I like them all. And not a lot of time, again, spent on them. Just, you only know the characters by the actions that were put in front of you for this sequence. So it's not like, oh, here's a backstory. There's a little bit, you know what I mean? Woody Harrelson talks about how him and Chris, which is Finn's character's name, are, you know, how they dove together and he's well trained, that kind of thing. So you know there's a connection there, but that's it. And there's a mention that our other diver, our other main character, he has daughters, but that he's a family man. But that's it. Like, I wanted more. I think you could have made this movie longer. A lot of movies you want shorter, but I think you can make them longer. Simu Liu, that's the other diver, right? And Cliff Curtis is like the sea captain or the captain of the boat. But all of them you like. And then Mark Bonar, Bonnar, was like the diver kind of captain who helped navigate all this. But again, you like them all, and there wasn't much put effort into them. So this brings me all back to that director. I believe the director is the one who is responsible for creating that emotional tie between all of us and all of these characters to make it work so well without spending backstory time on them. So a lot of anxiety in this movie, a lot of me trying to climb, a lot of me trying to, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Not like scaring my eyes, but like trying to reach, and you know what I mean? And all that kind of stuff. So very intense, like high emotion. Really, really well done movie for the amount of time that you put into it. I'll add this one last thing because I took a note on it. If anybody's seen The Perfect Storm. Now, this is not the movie about The Perfect Storm. There is a slight backstory or a look back on to one of the dives Woody Harrelson's character and Finn Cole's character do. When they first started diving, they find this fishing boat in the water, and they have to go down and rescue, or at least, you know, get the bodies. And there's this little bit of story there. And I thought it was like the boat from A Perfect Storm. And if it's not, it should be. I'm going to start that. I think you have to start all these conspiracy theories on Reddit. So if you're watching this, go ahead and put it on Reddit. The fishing boat that Woody Harrelson and Finn Cole's characters found in Last Breath was the one from The Perfect Storm. And that was George Clooney. That's what I'm going to say. All right. Definitely worth the watch here. Phenomenal. I really enjoyed it a lot. If you can't tell, I have a lot of energy towards it. And I just think the guy should have a bigger house is probably it. Other than that, great job. Liked a little bit more backstory in everybody, but hey, it wasn't needed. This is a director or a writer or a producer or the actors. They all did a phenomenal job to have that tied for us without needing an extra 30 minutes. So I still would have taken an extra 30 minutes. It went really quick, and I enjoyed it a lot. So hopefully you do too. And if you do, let me know. Definitely worth the watch. Thanks for tuning in. I think I said that many times. Kimmel's Irish Pub.